in the top position. The awesome thing with the triangle in the top position is you have gravity on your side. So it's like being in a combination of the submission and the mount control, which he can confirm it doesn't feel good. And if you're a nice heavy guy, for the guy on bottom, that really sucks, okay? So first, just how to secure the top triangle from this position. Scoot over a bit. Yeah, now you're better in frame. Okay, so we're assuming we've got our normal, nice, cool side control. First thing is we get and pin his arm to the ground, and we take this hand and go into the armpit here, and we use that to raise him on his side. And the important thing with this arm, I'm not just holding it, I'm actually putting weight on it. Try to move your hand. Okay, it's actually a nice good control. From this, I go over into the mount, and I grab my own leg. And I use that to pull it over, which is cool because I've got a nice closed circle the entire time now. And from here, I close my triangle. Yeah, you can hear it's not pleasant. And to basically finish, I take this hand, go on this side of his hips, and I rotate this way. And you get a tap really quickly without much pressure at all. It comes very fast. Okay, so again, from this side, so you can kind of get another angle. Okay, again, we pin the arm, take this hand into the armpit, in here, and we use that to push him on his side. From here, we step over into a strange mount. With this hand, I grab my own leg, and I pull it through. As you can see, I've got the whole time weight on him and a nice control. So, and from here, close your triangle, bring your arm over. This hand goes to the far hip, and you rotate. And that is the basic mechanics for how to close the top triangle, close the front triangle in the top position. Next we'll go how to get there, okay? So. Okay, so first section for how to get to the top triangle from the top position, okay? We're going to assume we just kind of have an open guard, and I'm just going to do a simple double under. I like the double under a lot, honestly. I do it a lot in competition as well. It's a nice, safe pass, and you get a lot of control of someone's hips. So, a big mistake I see a lot of people doing is that when they try to do the double under, they want to do the double under with speed. Speed doesn't help you with a double under. Pressure helps you. I always say when you're doing the double under, listen for what I call the grunt test, okay? So we're going to get a nice good grip on his hips. You don't want to be here, okay? Because he can move out of this pretty easy. Yeah, exactly, and he reclaims guard. You want to be nice and close and tight, okay? From here, you want to bring, I always say, bring his knees into his face. And listen, yeah, you can start to hear him. Yeah, you can start to, that's what you're listening for. And then just use his own body to let his knees slide out of the way. from here, you're in your side control now, and everything in the previous segment. Just repeat. I'll stop trying on you constantly. Okay, so again. Yeah. So again, the main thing we want is pressure. We want him to kind of feel like he's folding in on himself and he can't really move. That's the best time to just have his legs slide over. When you want to move him away, it's actually more comfortable for him to let the legs go out. So you don't really need to push the legs out of the way. So from here, again, I've got a nice tight grip on his head. I'm not like this, okay? Everything is nice and close. Try to move your hips. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Okay? And from here, body weight, everything you have into him. I like to grab the cross shoulder of where I want to pass and listen for him to start grunting. Yeah, that's what I'm listening for. And after that, his legs will just slide by. Then, like I said before, we go into a triangle progression. And from here, I don't want to keep choking Jan because his wife gets angry at me. Okay? So that's our double under into the top triangle, okay? It's something that's great because you go right into the side control and you're in the perfect position for the top triangle. Now we're going to go from a worse case than what we previously had. It's not going to be from the open guard, it's going to be from the closed guard, and we need to open his closed guard. Okay? So that's the next section. Sorry. I promised I wouldn't triangle you anymore. It's fine. Okay. Okay, last thing we're going to do for part one, opening the closed guard. Now, we're going to assume he has a simple closed guard, but he hasn't broken my posture, okay? So I'm still upright. This is still a bad position because he actually has a lot of control over me now. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to pin his hips to the floor. Because if he's free with his hips, go ahead, yep, exactly. He can break my posture. He can do all sorts of mean things to me now. Okay? So I want to stop that. A lot of people will do sorts of things. I like to take just my fists, make my arms nice and straight. For me, my body may be built weird, but anytime I go with my palms, one, I lose, that. First of all, my arms have a light bend to them already, and if he just grabs my elbows, he can pull them out a lot more easily. If I use my fists, first of all, I get an extra 5 centimeters distance. So I can pin him a bit more onto the ground, and my arms naturally lock straight when I do this. If he tries to pull my arms out, yeah, I can hold this a lot more easily than I can hold this. My elbows automatically rotate out, I get a light bend to them. This is easier for me to hold, and it's the added benefit of the knuckles in his hips. They're not that pleasant. Yeah. He doesn't like it either. So the next thing I do is I take this knee and you put it right into his tailbone, okay? You don't want this, okay? He shouldn't be sitting on your knee. You want his hips pinned to the floor, and you want your knee right at his tailbone. And then this leg goes back and goes 90 degrees to this leg. And just the distance is going to open his closed guard. It's not pleasant at all, is it?
No.
And from here, I'm in the perfect position to bring my arms under and go into my double under again. And then everything that we've done up to now. So one more time from this angle. Okay, again, he's got it, but he hasn't broken my posture yet. Again, knuckles right in his hips. And he's already wanting to let go because he doesn't like the way this feels. So, okay, and you pin his hips really to the ground. I like to put a bit of weight into this, because now if he tries to sit up, okay, knee into his tailbone, this leg goes back and 90 degrees, and his guard opens pretty easy. And then everything we've done to now. Okay, and those are our triangle progressions to a point. This is part one for the top position. Part two will go into how to break the closed guard when he has broken your posture, and then passing into the triangle, and then again, specific drills and one special escape we will need from the top position. If you're bottom position and you want to escape the triangle, you need a little something extra for your escapes. So those will all be in part two. And we're done. His wife wants to see him for lunch, so we're going to stop now. Bye-bye.